Today we're going to be role-playing as a degenerate gambler in Fallout New Vegas. Let's go. So a lot of you are probably wondering right off the bat, what is this run? This is a run where we're going to be acting like a degenerate gambler, both in gameplay and in real life. Our character doesn't care much for dialogue and all this boring jargon. We kind of just want to get right to the action, which is rolling the dice. What should we name ourselves, though? Ooh, think. What's a gambler name? A gambler name. I'm thinking Zach, or maybe Zeke. Not Zeke. Maybe like, what's a gambler name? Maybe like Justin. Maybe like Derek. Maybe Zane. Yeah, I'm gonna go by Zane.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc.
Ah, yes, perfect. We get to make ourselves look as much as a as much like a gambler as we can. Holy, that's awesome. I feel like that, dude. That's dope. Eye color. Probably green, because all he sees is money. We'll be a 2026 gambler, so we'll keep ourselves young. I want to say balding, but yeah, that's like bedhead, bro. This is just like laying in bed on DraftKings all morning. I think that probably. Yeah, I'd say we're done.
Oh, now, it ain't a race.
Okay, vigor tester. Important moment. Deciding stats. We are a gambler. Of course we're putting luck at 10. But that was obvious, right? Of course we're putting luck at 10. Now, I'm gonna zero all my stats real quick. Now that stats are zeroed, I will now introduce the first IRL component of this run. The stat die. We will be rolling a D10, a 10-sided die for those who don't know, to determine all of our special stats starting at strength, going to agility, and leaving luck at 10. Now, some of you are probably asking, well, what if you somehow rolled 10 for all of the stats? Well, that would mean only 2 of my stats can be 10 and then the last one's 4. Guess what? If that happens, sucks. But that's not gonna happen probably, so we're just gonna roll and put in the points that it tells us to put in. Sorry, set it to the number that it says. Let's start rolling for strength. 2. Perception. 7. Endurance. 6. Charisma. 6. Int. 4. Agility. We have let the die decide who we are.
It's the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Moving on to stats. We're a gambler. Barter, for sure. What would a gambler know how to... What would a gambler be good at? I want to say speech, but I haven't met any charming gamblers in my life, really. And the kind of gambler we're going for, too, is not a charming guy. By any means. Survival, because he's made it this far. And then, like, energy weapons, because he's really mean with an iPhone.
I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh, good. Yeah, like we're weak. Yeah, we have... Yeah. Maybe Logan's loophole? Okay. Okay. But I don't know if we're a drug addict per se. Hoarder. That's actually... Okay. Maybe hoarder. Maybe... I think Wild Wasteland. You know, I think it always adds a little bit of zany fun to the game.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with
All
me,
right.
I'll see you out.
Thanks, Doc. Oh, that shit looks like the Wabbajack. Oh, yes. Bro, this is the shit we live for. Bro, we are actually gonna be such a
these are
money
yours.
fiend.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're hit...
Platinum chip? If I know anything about gambling, it's that chips can mean 2 things. Like Lay's or Doritos, or chips as in gambling. A platinum chip sounds awesome. That sounds like the best chip. I just found out what our mission is.
Back out there, you.
We've seen all this. We understand. Thanks for patching me up, Doc. No, we're not gonna do hardcore mode. Pick up anything that we can find. Laser pistol, perfect. That'll work perfectly with our build. Yeah, I think we're gonna be like a laser pistol kind of wielder, because we're gonna kind of pretend it's like an iPhone, because we're such a warrior on gambling apps that's kind of like our specialty. The thing is with a gambler too, we're not smart with our money, but we do everything we can to get it. Okay, I think we're good to go. I forgot to tell you guys a second very important thing about this run. The second IRL gambling factor. To many of you, this may be an ordinary Canadian coin featuring a Canadian moose and our lovely Queen Elizabeth II. Rest in peace. To many others, it could be just a typical coin. You weren't really sure about its nationality. But to me, and to Zane, it's something much more. This is what I like to call the kill coin. You've all seen Batman, I'm sure. You ever heard of Two-Face? What does Two-Face do whenever he wants to kill a man? He leaves it up to fate. A 50-50 game of chance. Using the humble quarter. Today we're going to flip this coin. Heads, we take his head. Tails, we leave. So we have to go to the Prospector Saloon to meet Sunny Smiles. She'll teach us how to survive in the wasteland, give us a bit of a tutorial. It's also some good XP because we can kill some geckos and sell their hides, and we can get some bottle caps and all that. So we'll complete the tutorial kind of area here. The DLCs. Hello!
Cheyenne, stay.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah.
Dude, our outfit is so whack. Bro, this is not a gambling fit. Let's go through our armor. Oh, we don't wear tires on our shoulder. That also looks whack, bro. That looks more reasonable, I think, right there. Yeah, we're gonna wear the lightweight leather armor for sure. We need like a pimp suit, like a pimp outfit kind of thing, I feel like.
See the sarsaparilla bottles?
I've improved since the last time.
Well, that's a start.
Sorry, I was just following you. I didn't mean to offend. Bro, the dog... Bro, what an awesome animation that is, man. This is quadruple A gaming. Was this game before AAA games? When did AAA game become a thing? At the time, was like Super Mario Brothers 1... Was that a AAA game? Or was it just an A game? What about Pong? When Pong came out, was that like... Did people say, this is quadruple A gaming? I wonder, because I feel like at the time it was like... You couldn't knock it. Because what, were you going to make a better game than Pong? At the time? No.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll just skip through all that dialogue and we'll just go and kill the geckos, I think. We use the varmint rifle here because we're trying to conserve ammo in our actual good guns. So we'll just snipe some dudes real easy. Yeah, real easy. Yep. Okay, let's back up probably. Yep, nice. Nice. Wow. You know what that is probably? That's because our luck stat is cranked. So every random hit we shoot with our dinky weapons is going to do massive crit damage to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, bro, you are not in an anime. Bro, One of the most annoying things is when you go to reload your gun and your character just sits there stroking it. It's just such a long animation. Nice. Pick him off, pick him off. Nice. I just hit her in the... Shot her in the ass.
If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water.
Thank you. I tip my hat to you, lady. We've done it.
Now that was some good work.
It couldn't hurt. Okay, so just so everybody knows, we gotta go get the Xander root and the Brock flower. So we just gotta go to the graveyard first to get the Brock flower. Then we'll go to the schoolhouse, get the Xander root. Yeah, I have this all memorized. Whoa, Victor's about to square off, bro. Damn! Do you think he'll help me kill the bloat flies up here too? Let's push him up there. Let's see if he'll help us. Because, you know, these things are really hard to hit. Or not, because I guess my aim is cracked. Watch the reload. Bro, that thing actually... It's fleeing! Bro, it's fleeing the fight! Let's go, bro. That was actually cleaner than the sarsaparilla bottles, not gonna lie. I think something about the sarsaparilla bottles is that they almost have like a bit of an intimidation stat. Like, you know, you're kind of being put on the spot, kind of gives you some performance anxiety a little bit because the bottles just kind of stay still and they just it's kind of like a true test of like, I'm standing still. If you can't hit me, you suck. If you can't hit me, you have horrible aim. And so then I kind of get nervous and my hands start to sweat and then I miss all my shots. But with the humble bloatfly, you know, it's not as intimidating of an opponent actually. Because bloatflies will flee from the fight. Bloatflies will be like, I'm scared of you because you're so tough. I'm gonna run away. So then it kind of gives me the confidence to have like better aim. Ah, there's some mantises up here. See if we can hipfire them like CS:GO. Okay. Okay, we're kind of doing it. This one's hiding in a bush. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. Get out of here, buddy. Let's go in the schoolhouse, see if we can loot anything else in here. Kill some more mantises. Bro, we're actually wicked at this game. Okay. Just stroke it. Yeah, stroke it in the corner. Yep. Yo, actually, could you imagine if praying mantises were this large in real life? This shit would be really scary, bro. Let's go to Good Spring Source. You know what I actually never got? Is this a real life flag? Or is it like the Fallout version of the American flag? But I swear to gosh, I've seen other American flags in the Fallout games that are like the normal one you see in real life with the 50 stars. But in the game, I always see this one version where it's like the banner. But how many stars is that? There are 12 stars and one giant star in the middle. Please let me know in the comments what that means. I don't understand what that flag is supposed to be.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just...
Alright, let's cook the thing and then let's fuck off. Okay, let's go meet Trudy.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Hey.
What do you want?
What was that you said about Ringo?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
Now this is the moment where I show you guys the third and final tool that we will use to gamble IRL while playing this playthrough. I introduce what I call the action spinner. So what we're gonna do is I didn't have a real arrow and spinner mechanism to do this properly, but I'm just gonna place this on my desk, hold my finger on it, and then spin it, and then whatever this can opener, pop bottle opener lands on is the action that we will have to take regarding a situation or person of interest. So here we have one of the options is we have to flip the kill coin and act accordingly to whatever we land on. We have help, which is in regard to whatever individual we happen to spin the spinner in response to. We have take 5 drugs if available in the immediate vicinity. That means that if we don't have 5 drugs on our person, we have to steal them, pickpocket them, or kill someone for them in order to fulfill this promise, this demand. If there are not 5 drugs in the vicinity, then we just don't have to act on it. Actually, no, we have to act on it. We have to take as many as we can until we reach 5. So let's say there's 3 in the room and we have to kill somebody to take those 3. We have to do it anyway, even if we don't make the 5 quota. The other option is we don't help the individual that we are referring to when we spin. And the last option, I'm not, okay. We're gonna spin the spinner in response to Joe Cobb. Let's go. Oh my god, it's on flip kill coin. Okay. Well, I guess, we're gonna be making some absolute decisions here early on. Goodbye. The rush you get from gambling is so awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna, well, we gotta talk to Trudy.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some...
Why is that? So where were they headed? Interesting. I overheard your argument. What was that all about? Where's Ringo now? What are you gonna do? Powder gangers? Never mind. Bye. Okay, big decision here. Yeah, man, I think, like, honestly, just, like, barter and energy weapons. Because, again, like, it's all about the gambling on the iPhone. It's all about just, like, being really, you know... Having barter is good because then we have the ability to, like, predict the market and stuff. Which is a very important skill if we're trying to go down this route. We'll put on survival. Nah, let's not even do that. Let's just invest in these 2 stats primarily. Okay, interesting. Confirmed Bachelor. Hunter. That's actually good for our build. Like, low-key. Lady Killer. Swift Learner. Now, we can rule out Lady Killer, I'm pretty certain. I think we could do Swift Learner, because I feel like our character, like, he's, like, really adaptable, and he's, like, he just kind of, like, he takes in the information that he has, and he just makes really good choices with it. That's why he's just so deft at Polymarket and stuff like that. But my problem with Swift Learner is it's kind of a lame-ass perk. Hunter's cool, because it's, like, actually fire. Like, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Swift Learner sucks, because it's just lame. I would totally pick it for role-playing reasons, but it's just such a lame perk. I want to level up quicker. Yeah, because I don't want to have to do side quests to, like, get XP and shit. That shit's boring. I just want to, like, level up quickly so I can, like, get the game over with. Yeah, no, like, all the quests and shit, like, that shit's boring. I don't care. That's why I don't do it. If you like that perk, by the way, that's okay. Let me know in the comments. Defend the perk. I'm totally open to whatever, I'm totally open to your guys' opinions on that perk, but... You know, it's the kind of thing where it's like getting a sprint mod, right? It could maybe be cool for combat implications, but if you're just sprinting through the map, like, by the way, this map is small. So if you just want to breeze through the game, go ahead, but I didn't buy this game to fucking beat it in a second.
Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Not an enemy, if that's what you're asking. Crap. I feel the call again, bro. We gotta spin the action spinner. If I elbow my microphone slightly, it makes this extremely bassy sub noise. Like, remember when that one, when Mordecai and Rigby make fun of basketball and that dude comes up from the moon? Let's Let's spin it. That's actually a joke, bro. You know what I'll say, though? Thank God every time we've had to use the kill coin, it was on a dude where, like, there's nobody else nearby to get mad at us. I actually got that one. Can you see it? It's a moose. Ringo lives. I'm not an enemy, if that's what you're asking. A man named Joe Cobb is looking for you, but I killed him. What are you going to do about the powder gangers? Maybe I can help. I'll ask around, see who can round it up. Again, I'm skipping all the dialogue because you guys have seen this already in my Powder Ganger RP in Fallout New Vegas video, the first one of the trilogy. For anyone who cares, I will recap what's happening so far. So first off, we got shot in the head by some guy when we were trying to deliver a package to New Vegas. After being shot, we got dug out from our grave by a robot named Victor, who brought us to the doctor of the town Goodsprings named Doc Mitchell. Doc Mitchell patched us up, and he told us that if we were looking for work, and if we were looking for ways to readapt to the wasteland after our death, we can talk to Sunny Smiles at the Prospector Saloon. After talking to her, she gave us a little bit of a tutorial on how to shoot bottles and kill geckos, and then after that, then we talked to Trudy, who told us about this guy Ringo, who is he messed with the wrong gang. He messed with the wrong crowd, and now that crowd wants to kill him, and they're called the Powder Gangers, and now we gotta defend that guy from the Powder Gangers. Why? 'Cause we're nice. Okay, problem, where's Sunny Smiles? I think she just does this. Yeah, she just like will be completely invisible, and the game will tell you to look at a rock. So you have to like either wait or fast travel. Super annoying.
I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for fun.
Well, there's nothing fun about the fucking kill coin. I'm gonna need help to take on the Powder Gangers. Alright. Okay. I'll see ya. Let's talk to Trudy to start.
So you're planning on taking on Joe?
We're a little outnumbered against the Powder Gang. Think you could help?
All the more reason for me to sit this one out. I'll be rooting for you, though.
So that's no help. Let's talk to Easy Pete. Here you have dynamite. Okay. So we can't get his dynamite. Now let's pray that Chet will give us some stuff. Is his name Chet? Maybe I'm thinking of the show. Nope, he's here.
You must be
Chet.
the one Doc Mitchell.
I'm a bit of a betting man myself. I need supplies to fight the Powder Gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers.
I'm betting a strong over that we are able to fend them off. Okay? Just give me some stuff.
You made your point. Armor
Easy.
and
This is
extra
why
ammo.
we have barter,
Sure hope it's
because
worth
we
it.
think
I'll be guarding
like
the
Wolf
store
of
while
Wall
all this
Street,
is going
okay?
on.
We think like
Put my business first.
that.
You understand?
Did he give us a leather armor? He did. So now we can repair our gear. Goated. Hello, Ringo. Oh, take a seat. That's fine. Yeah, you have better shit to do. Okay. Wait a sec. So we landed on don't help. Well, all right. I guess we don't help him.
Time to look alive. I'll be...
Yeah, I'll just sit in this wagon and just let them do their thing. Because my thing is, right, like, don't help can be interpreted in a couple ways. Like, we could literally just stop engaging with the quest, but then nothing happens. So we're gonna at least just progress the quest so that the actual fight happens. But instead of helping, we're just gonna watch, and whoever dies, dies. Because I'm betting we'll win. That's what this gamble is. The gamble is about I'm betting we'll win, for sure. They'll win. And then I win because I bet on it, so... They're actually holding their own, it looks like. Interesting. And I'm idolized for it. Awesome. I got rewarded for that. Sweet. But I mean, of course I did. You're welcome. You know what? Seems a little light for the work I did.
It's all I've got with me. But if you look me up at the Crimson Caravan's main camp in New Vegas, I'll pay you in full.
Interesting, and that has been noted. I suppose we can end this Degenerate Gambler session here. Guys, let me know what you want to see next. If you want me to continue this Degenerate Gambler playthrough. If you guys can think of any more things to add to the action spinner, let me know too. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Draken out.